Peace, everyone. I hope you are very well, wherever you may be. It has been a week or so, give or take, and I have finalized and published the book following Peaks and Valleys, which is titled Synchronous Universe. And I will be sharing that more in the future. For now, we're still working through Peaks and Valleys. This book is packed. I've received some commentary and some criticism from different people regarding the material, and I feel responsible for further explaining, going into further detail about the material. One, because I do understand as the author that I packed 64 pages, even though it sounds short. Every sentence almost can be expanded on. I kept it short for a reason, because I didn't want to write 700 pages. The point of the material is for people to go within. So at some point you stop looking at these words and you've already internalized them. They've resonated with your spirit. Now it's time to take action, whether that be sitting still or actually conquering goals that you have a will and desire to achieve. And maybe that is just balance. For me, that is entirely almost the premise of the material, is to instantaneously have an accessibility and communication with God, or the highest potential of the nature of our being. So with that being said, Synchronous Universe will be explained also. I'm going to read through it, and I most likely will do a free presentation, elaboration, explanation. I really am just trying to get this information out. With that being said, guys, if you have come across this material and it has presented any light or anything to you that resonates, please share this with anybody that it also may resonate with. I'm still growing this channel. It's in its infancy stages, and any like, comment, any subscribing, it really helps. So I really appreciate it. It means the world. And I hope that this material in some way, shape, or form, or in multiple, has a positive benefit for you and your undertakings and endeavors in life. So let's get into Peaks and Valleys. Once again, this is the manuscript I published back in November 2024, and I'm stoked still to be presenting this, elaborating in detail. What I'm going to do now is read almost a page at a time. I mean, I'm not going to stop abruptly in between a sentence, but we're going to keep it real short, compact as far as each day for presenting, but I will elaborate and add some context to what I'm mentioning in the material. So let's get right into it. I'm skipping the introduction. We're going right into chapter 1. At the top of this page is where I will start. Please enjoy this collection of notes, as it is designed to assist in your journey as much as you would like to reference it. You are responsible for the perception of your experience. We are here to remind each other of the divine powers within us all. Chapter 1, Part 1, Getting Closer to God. Prior to the first breath of a human, the fetus does not need oxygen from inflating lungs due to the placenta providing oxygenated blood through the umbilical cord. Communications exist between the biological systems present and are functioning long before conception commences, and a God intelligence force exists omnipotently in the all, the original womb, Mother Gaia matrix. As this omnipresent life force exists in the matrix, we acknowledge its divine essence and intelligence capacities in the womb of the childbearing woman and in the breath of all life of all organisms on earth. Read this back, play these videos back as much as you need to. The first thing that I'm going to elaborate on here in the first page is in Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. It refers to God being first presented in man in the breath through the nostrils. I'm butchering this please, guys, do further research. I'm not going to read every single thing off for you. You have to do your own work. This is the point of the material. I'm laying this out for you so you don't have to spend 20 years trying to, go through these YouTube videos of people who are selling you snake oil. All your power is within you. You don't need any outer external things to please you or to give you any gratification, to give you any darkness or happiness. None of that. It's all within. Okay. The fetus is attached to the placenta, right? The placenta is the life support system until the umbilical cord is removed and the baby is delivered from the mother. The soul of the developing fetus is sort of hovering around the mother and attached to the silver cord. Esoterically, look into these things that I'm mentioning. I can't break everything down in detail right now. You are connected to your mother. Your soul is connected, you are connected to the life support system of your mother up until that point. Once the umbilical cord is cut, the fluid that was oxygenated from the placenta is now also cut off, right? They pinch the umbilical, and the breath of life, spiritus, meaning breath in Latin, the breath of life is given to the consciousness, is given to the human, to the baby, to the infant that is now alive in its own spirit. The spirit has now housed itself in the soul of the physical vessel. So this is just to note that the spirit intelligence, the divine life force intelligence, being ever present the entire time, and up until the umbilical cord is cut and the baby is delivered, that soul hovers around the mother, and you are still all one organism, technically. I think that these things can be meditated on, and deep gratitude can be brought to one's heart and spirit just from meditating on some of these things. So I wanted to share something, if I can find it. Let's see. All life is consciousness, and this is just a reminder of our capacities even before we have our first breath, and the life support system that is necessary and functioning both in physical form inside of the womb of the mother, and also in its subtle body and subtle energies in the soul, the silver cord attachment, and how the soul moves into the physical vessel of the infant upon first breath, when it takes in air. Air is the Aleph in the Hebrew alphabet, means breath of life, and the symbol is the ox head, which is esoterically a symbol of physical regeneration and fertility, as the horns of the ox head are the fallopian tubes, and the shape together is the uterus. The constellation is the Taurus, which shows in the spring, early spring season, when fertility is becoming abundant and flowers are coming alive again. So all of this esoteric symbolism just in this first page, so this is kind of why I'm going to break this down one page at a time, because this is going to allow you to take whatever notes and expand from whatever direction, as infinite potential lies within you. You can go anywhere and expand any way you want with this information. So have fun in your exploration, and I believe I'm going to funny enough, I'll stop at the first page. The sentence ended at the end of the page, and it worked out well. So I hope that this video, you were able to gather some notes from this first page, going even further in depth. And before I go, let me not play around here. Let's do Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, which states, "And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being." So, if that resonates with what I was also aforementioning there, I just wanted to read something that wasn't as butchered as what I said previously. So, do your own, gathering of this material and expand as however you will and desire. Hopefully this provides some little light bulbs. I can continue to go into the esotericism of all of this. I will in the future. Guys, this is going to be exciting and a fun exploration, especially getting into the second book, the second Synchronous universe. You don't have to read Peaks and Valleys to understand Synchronous universe, okay? I wrote Peaks and Valleys as a prerequisite material just for those who wish to endeavor. So do that at your will. It is, in my opinion, I sort of structured it to be a little level up, I guess, like sort of a level up, but not necessarily. You can read Synchronous universe and then go back and read Peaks and Valleys. However, the material is complementary of each other, and I didn't want to try and compactify it in one short publication. So these manuscripts are going to be separated, strategically, and intentionally, so people can purposefully go back and forth in between these materials, and it doesn't get muddied and confusing. Okay, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of this, please reach out to me, and I'm going to come back with the next page soon. I hope you have enjoyed this mini-series thus far. This channel is actually going to be compilations of different mini-series. I have one playlist for quitting cigarettes or vapes, e-cigs. If you're trying to quit that, watch that mini-series, and I got you. Well, you got you. I'm just reminding you that you got you. I also have a playlist for doing stuff outdoors, backpacking. I'm trying to work on the gardening. I love to garden too, and everybody I encourage to play in the dirt a little bit and learn a little bit more about the Mother Earth here that we so humbly get to take part and live on and live in and live with. So anyways, guys, with that being said, these presentations will continue to go on. Please leave a comment, or subscribe if any of this is interesting, or maybe shooting some light bulbs up. I just want to wish everybody a wonderful start to the week, and may you continue to put in the will to work through your challenges and balance your heart. With that being said, everybody, please take care, and I will see you soon in another video. Much love. Peace.